Hello everyone. Any idea what this dog is trying to reach on the wall? Maybe there's a little lizard lurking there. Not quite. You won't expect what happens next. Believe us, there will be plenty of plot twists like that today. A poodle who goes shopping like a human, an otter who loves a massage, a car being shredded to pieces. You would not believe all these stories unless you saw them with your own eyes. So why wait? Let's get it on. Do you think that an ordinary fish could scare you? If you find it hard to believe, then you just weren't in this guy's shoes. Look, he's the victim of a real attack. This, by the way, happens quite often. The fish gets scared by the noise of boats and jumps out to the surface. Look, someone filmed coffee trying to wake you up in the morning before work. Seriously though, these methods are not uncommon among judo coaches who often try to cheer up athletes in every way possible before they walk on the tatami. This is what real adrenaline addiction looks like. The dude doesn't just go skydiving, he jumps from atop of a real blimp. Tell us honestly, did you get a little dizzy after watching this video too? Oh, look out! Oh, whoops! Seems like we forgot that feral cats are not used to running on such slippery surfaces. What a strike! It's hard to believe that nature can do something like this. What if we tell you that nature has nothing to do with it though? Yes, this is just an imitation of lightning. Scientists regularly do this to study this natural phenomenon. Apparently, this shark has postponed a visit to the dentist a few too many times. A good doctor had to explain that it needs to floss after eating so that nothing gets stuck in the teeth. Here we see the shark showing the underwater world to its friend. Well, or at least we think so. We don't know if anyone's brave enough to walk on this bridge, but it certainly makes you sick, as if on a ship. It's easier to swim to the other side. Nothing special, just a day in the life of the Chinese subway. Here, the guys are not ashamed of their bald heads. They show them to each other instead of greeting. Hold on, is it a child in a funny hat or is it really a dog that walks like a person? Surprisingly, the second answer is right. What you see is a real poodle, which the owner taught to walk on two legs. In the comments, the girl is accused of animal abuse. They say it's unnatural. On the other hand, upright walking used to be abnormal for humans too. Tell us honestly, can you play volleyball better than this dog? We don't mean to upset you, but the answer is clearly no. Although there is no point in competing. This dog is so good that it could well become a part of the Olympic team. Looks like this gas station is about to fly into space. In fact, this is a fire suppression system at work. You've probably seen it 100 times in the movies. When it comes to cars and explosive fuels, it's best to play it safe. Killer whales are one of the most bloodthirsty predators of the world ocean. They eat everything. Whales, fur seals, dolphins. But for some reason, the way these animals spy on seals on an ice floe is not at all terrifying. Check out how these predators try to act like Agent 007. Do you know what Poppet for tough guys looks like? Like that. Impressive, right? Such controlled explosions are usually carried out in the field of extraction of various natural resources.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you are a skillful soccer player. But instead of a ball, you only have a badminton shuttlecock. Who would have thought that with the help of such a tiny thing, you can do tricks Ronaldo style? Seems like this otter accidentally saw the morning show on TV and found out that it's very important to do a facial massage to stay young. Look at him go! But the funniest thing is to watch his friend in the foreground. She clearly just enjoys life and doesn't care about any sort of beauty secrets. There are only two explanations why the wheels act like that. It's either sentient or controlled remotely. Well, how can you believe it just accidentally rolled along such a trajectory? Guys, was it not easier to just drive the car away from the tree? Well, you do what you think is best. If you want to always have a source of a good mood, here is the plan. You adopt an Italian greyhound dog, train it, and ask it to smile every time you feel sad. Why did these people need to pour water on the road? Well, you'll see now. You see, in this place, it flows uphill. It's pretty obvious that the road has a slope, but if this doesn't look convincing enough for you, then we can set up an even more impressive experiment. Put a car in neutral. The same thing will happen to it. It will start driving uphill. How is this possible? In fact, there are several such anomalous places on Earth. And not only here in Cyprus, where locals are used to seeing crowds of amazed tourists. Such places are called magnetic hills. Alas, gravity or magic have nothing to do with it. This is an ordinary optical illusion. The answer lies in the fact that in such regions there is no visible horizon line, so our brain is just fooling itself. You probably thought that some giant beetle was swimming in this bucket, though actually it's a tiny octopus. And this is what the ink looks like up close. You can hardly scare a person like that. But the natural enemies of the octopus get really confused. Guess what this guy and Iron Man have in common? You'll see now. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like a real jet suit that actually works. And apparently, the guy didn't have any doubts about it. He didn't even wear a helmet. Well, superheroes don't need it anyway, right? Seems like this squirrel got a little confused on its way. Although there is another theory. It simply noticed everyone has to wear masks in public places and took a creative approach to this issue. We bet that this dog watched too many videos by the fitness bloggers on YouTube and decided to get its body ready for the summer. Okay, seriously, the poor guy was in a playful mood and tried to get the second dog's attention. Can you tell what these creatures are that are swimming in the ocean? Well, what you see is a whole army of manta rays. Turns out that there is a season where there are especially many of them off the coast, and they don't mind swimming together with divers. This guy loves kite foiling, and also paragliding. Turns out that you can combine them into one sport that not only guarantees good sensations, but also looks great on video. The guy should probably patent his invention. You know what's the best way to get rid of someone who pisses you off? Just walk away silently. Look how imperturbable this dog is. The goat even seems a little disappointed with such a calm reaction. Did you know that there are special magnets for fish? You cast your line and just wait who gets caught first. Well, did you really believe us? Most likely there is just a lot of hungry fish in this reservoir, so they all got too excited and sailed into the bait. Did you know that a car can be ground into scraps with a shredder in just a few minutes? Just like ordinary paper. It is amazing how easily this colossus can destroy such a large car. But we must give it to the engine. It fought to the very end, as it should. We believe the guy with shapes like that doesn't need to make funny videos for TikTok. He'd look better in music videos of Cardi B. Who would have thought that cats' best friends are not cardboard boxes, but horses? See for yourself. Obviously, these two are just made for each other. Turns out that not only people like to hug cats. This adorable herd of deer is definitely the cutest thing you'll see today. The herd of rams might look cute, but they are more like some kind of indestructible army from the Lord of the Rings. Everyone loves dogs, but not everyone loves to walk them. Well, this device for riding together will definitely motivate even the laziest owner to spend more time outside. Japan just wouldn't be Japan if it didn't boast the full power of its high technologies at the Tokyo Olympics. Check out these 3D projections on the streets of the city during this long-awaited sports event. Do you think that this guy can really flip the boat in this position? As you can see, he really can. But something tells us that he had to train for many years to do this. We wonder why this guy didn't like taking a shower like all normal people. However, it doesn't really matter. The important thing is the impressive way he trained his dog, although we think he used some magic after all. Did you also notice the water in the plastic basin stays at the same level? If you've only seen piranhas in cartoons, then here's clear proof that other inhabitants of the ocean should stay away from them.
Whoa.
Did you know that caterpillars are afraid of loud noises? Although this party flexes so hard, it may very well be much like the musical improvisation of a passerby. Why buy a boat and a motorcycle when you can combine the two? Just choose what works best in current weather and go right into the orange sunset. This car is like Hermione Granger's bag. It seems small, but you can put so much stuff in there. At first, you might think that the guy in the video is just messing around. Turns out that he's a culinary god. He makes sweet balls of lokma without even looking down. Usually, praying mantises tend to stick to terrain that matches their body color, but this one apparently was in an odd mood that day. Wow, seems like this is some kind of a special river, since so many people are rafting along it at the same time. Well, it is special indeed. Actually, this river is artificial. This is what happens when there are many extreme sports fans in your city, but no suitable infrastructure. This scene looks like it was cut from some kind of thriller movie, right? But the most ominous thing about this scene is not even that it looks a lot like a scene from Hitchcock's famous movie. Pay attention to the building near which these birds gathered. Yes, this is a fast food restaurant where they cook chicken. Is it a coincidence? Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.